So just before we get up into the room and kind of back up here and show the truck just kind of as it sits right now, we've done a few things to make life easier because we switched back and forth from different chemistries, different crops so much. So we have added drains on our filters. Makes it easier to clean these lines out and make sure we don't have any contamination left in our filters. We're carrying an air hose on board now, and we have added a diaphragm pump, a large diaphragm pump. This is for pulling chemical out of totes. So we often have to set totes up on the other side of the deck over here. And I hate having hoses up on the deck, but in this case, we can easily remove them. But we can hook up to a tote and then discharge into our mixing cone, and makes life a lot easier as far as, you know, some of these chemicals are, you know, even up to a gallon per acre. And so this makes it really easy. And just installed a fitting on the air tank of the truck, and carry a hose on here. One of these days I'll get a hose reel and just put on here. But so we're doing that now. And then the other thing that we've added is a water hose reel up top for spraying off the drones, spraying off the decks, any chemical spills, whatever. 50 feet of hose so we can bring it down here on the ground, clean up anything we need to clean up. So those are a few little things that we've added since my last video. Another thing we've done is add an additional drain to our cones. So just a little hose that comes down here. You'll have to forgive all the yellowness. We've sprayed a ton of prowl so far this year on rice. But just yesterday morning we were doing rice, and we had to hold off of one end because there was corn next door. And so we brought the truck back and we jugged the remaining mixture out of here so that we can save it and go back here in a few days when the wind gets right for us. But this additional drain for the cones, to where we're not having to drain everything through the hoses, this has been a great addition as well. So up top here, here's our water hose, and we have a switch on the other side of the room actually that can turn this on. We also have a switch downstairs that can turn on the 12-volt pump. We also added bigger lights for seeing at night, and then some pod lights on the side. Of course, the drone is here for transport right now. When we're operating, it goes back onto the rubber mat, and so these pod lights shine directly onto the drones at night. And then inside the room, of course, I don't have the televisions on just yet. Some of the chargers are still running, but so I've got to dress this up as far as the power cables. I have some extension outlets coming where I can dress this up, but we have to run a USB-C cable up to the televisions. We'll get those turned on now. So here we've got the televisions turned on, and they're just mirroring whatever the remote does. So as I want to move around on the remote, it moves it around on the television. Go into any operation settings, stuff like that. It just shows everything as you saw in the last video. It just mirrors whatever's on the remote up there. This makes it really nice for anyone up here. Everything from my employee that works with me so that he can see what's going on with the drones, to any customers or you know, friends that want to come up here and check things out. So it makes it really nice for people to come up here and not have to try to see these tiny little screens. And then we've added a chair for myself, plenty of cup holders, chairs back here, cup holders here. So we've got it set up pretty decent in here. Makes it pretty comfortable for us to run all day long. And since we're running Starlink, we can watch Bluey on the television. I mean, only when my daughter's in here, my 10-year-old, but I would never watch Bluey by myself. But I mean, we could if we wanted to.